What's up, y'all? It's John Master Lee.
And Lulu.
And today, we're going to be sharing our insights into the new Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Could they add any more letters onto this? Triple X Deluxe. This isn't a full-blown review because we've only had this for about a couple of days, but I will compare it to the high-end iPhone 15 and explain why ultimately as iPhone users, we decided to get this because this phone does do something much better than the iPhone. Now, I'm comparing this to iPhone 15, Max version, the Pro version there, but I want to hold my judgment against the 16, which we're still going to get. But if you want to see the reason why, you have to watch our next video on that. So this is a great deal. We got this pretty much for free. Free. But again, that's also for another video. I'm going to explain that. Lulu and I are famous influencers.
Wow.
Can't even say that with a straight face. But hey, you know, we do actually film a lot. We have tons of cameras. We got a camera like this one, a Canon one. We got a high-end Canon, a camera that costs several $1,000s with the lens, DJI Pocket, which we use to travel around. And we use our phone a lot, actually, for filming still. Yes. And the problem with the iPhone is that enough of the features, especially with the hardware, actually isn't up to snuff. It ends up with video that isn't quite to my liking. And here's where Google finally gets it right. And I say finally, because it's up to nine tries for them to get the hardware right. What was wrong before? Well, I mean, let's be real, right? Google is known for software.
Search. Oh, no.
Yeah, search too. Search is software. Yes. Code, right? They're code monkeys. They don't know how to build hardware. And, you know, with a company with this amount of money, they could absolutely put in the best if they really wanted to. But up until now, it always felt like there was a bit of a, you know, like a generation behind. They didn't quite just get it right. And this latest one, they finally got it right. It's so good.
How so?
Well, first off, you know, I'm not even going to actually talk about the hardware, just the shape, feel, and everything, because, you know, there's a lot of videos out there about that already. But I would say it feels right because it feels like an iPhone now. So they finally got it right by just cribbing off of somebody else who got it right to begin with. But what they do better and why we got it is because the camera features finally are worthy. The iPhone, when we go around and film, they got a great camera on the backside, right? The backside camera, super high end, except that it's only for the main camera, right? They got a super zoom one and they got one that's the ultra wide, and both of those are at 12 megapixel, not 48, which is the main camera. And that 48 megapixel difference is massive.
Amazing.
Right? Is it really 4 times better? Like, I don't know if the average eye can see it, especially on the phone, but it is noticeably better. Well, the Google phone now has 48 megapixel across all of the cameras on that side. And in fact, it's actually a little bit better on the main one. It's 50 megapixel. You notice that difference? Probably not there either. But it is across all of them.
Yes.
And that makes a big difference. Huge difference on the one camera we use the most when we're out shooting, which is the ultra wide, right? Because when you're walking around, like we live in Vegas, we walk around, we want to film the casino, so we want to get more of the shot in.
Yes.
Okay, boom, now we got the shot in. And suddenly it feels a little grainy.
Yeah.
It feels a little dark.
And dark,
Yeah,
yes.
it doesn't quite hold up as well. 48 will make a difference.
Wow. Zoom in, zoom out. Perfect.
In fact,
48.
if you zoom in as well, you will see a difference. Yeah, the quality is much better. That has a lot to do with the software, but now we got that combination of issues that when you stack them together, no problem whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to show you a lot of video footage of that because, again, there's a lot of people out there who got that footage, captured that before and after difference in the side-by-side comparison with an iPhone. I'm just letting you know that that's the reason why this is worth upgrading. But the biggest one, and this is the reason why we use the phone the most, is actually not when we're out there filming, it's selfie camera. That's right. The selfie camera has always been a challenge on every phone. And Lulu's always trying to get all the lights out to make her look the best. Always trying to get the filter in. And you know, sometimes when it's that overblown in production, you lose the moment of filming. You lose the moment of the spontaneity. She literally has to spend hours getting ready for a selfie, right? To post on Instagram. That's crazy.
That is insane. By the time I'm done, I'm already tired and not motivated to do my selfie. But this one...
That's right. The new selfie cam is finally 42 megapixel. And it looks stunning. Yeah, it's a 2.2 aperture, so in terms of lighting, it looks great too. And it's 103 ultra wide field. So in other words, it actually is a little bit wider than the iPhone, which makes a big difference. Like, you don't want it ultra wide. I think they call it ultra wide, but it's just enough that when you hold your arm out like this, you can see your whole body now.
And a bit of a background.
That's right. Because with the iPhone, when you hold it out like this, and you got short arms like her, right? She's got she's got like T-Rex arms, right? It's like,
excuse me.
and all you can see is like the nose hair sticking up because it's so close. Now you can see yourself in a perfect level of detail and the right distance. Like, I think Google had figured out we have to design this for arms of a short woman, and they nailed the field of view. So that's the hardware side. They finally got the hardware right. It's worth getting for that reason. Now, the software though, I mean, let's talk about the software, because this is the first time I had so much fun playing around with all these new little tricks and hoo-has and widgets and whatnot. And you know what? A lot of it is kind of gimmicky. Again, a lot of videos out there that go into like this new Add Me feature, which puts you into a video if you only have, like, we're a couple, but we don't want to harass people, take pictures for us. We don't have that problem because we're Asian. But if you do, you can, like, okay, take a picture of one person, swap places, and another person get put in, right? And it just somehow digitally edits together with AI. Basically, all the AI tools are actually very useful in some way, shape, or form to make better pictures if you're an influencer. That's it. Bottom line. But there's so many, and I don't know if I can get into all of them. I'm just gonna list out a couple. And if you're an Instagrammer, or if you like making videos for YouTube, these will make a difference for you, all right? Selfie illumination improves the lighting so that when you're taking a selfie, you don't have to have an extra ring light.
Right.
They have subtle face retouching if you want to just automatically have that put in. With video, they have something called Video Boost, which enhances the color, the lighting, the stabilization.
Wow.
That one has a bit of a pros and cons. It doesn't just automatically happen. You'll have your original video, but you then got to wait for them to process this thing in the cloud, and it takes a little while, and then it comes back in a couple of minutes, and then you got to like download it via Wi-Fi. So it's real AI processing. It's not just stuff that's done on the phone. That seemed to me a little bit lame, because it's the whole point of having a better phone is that you could just process it all here. But, you know, that's the way it is right now. Other features is like macro focus, which is you zoom, and the details get sharper.
Nice.
So many interesting, cool stuff. And, you know, with AI editing, we do that already on the computer. Not having to touch a computer and just do it on the phone is actually a time saver.
Yes.
Right? If we can cut that kind of corner out with having to go through her shoots and all those productions and touching everything up little by little, and if it's all on the phone, yeah, you know, this could make a big difference.
It saves a lot of time.
Saves time, and it looks really good. Like, Google has nailed the AI, and we're at the early stages of AI with this kind of stuff too. So I can only imagine that it's going to get better. So there you go, y'all. That is the reason why it's worth getting this phone. All right. Now, is it worth having an extra phone to lug around compared to your iPhone? I would say yes too. Right? Especially for those of you who get this, right? Let's say you're a travel influencer, right? Or let's say you're out in a casino and you've been filming all day. Well, guess what happens? Your phone battery starts to get lower and lower to the point where your main phone gets compromised, and you never want to run out of data. You never want to run out of battery. Space.
Yes.
On your main phone.
My phone right now is like already full.
Yeah. Why is it that you have so much crap on your phone?
I don't know why.
So this becomes a great, what I would call, permanent solution for just taking pictures.
That's right.
You never have to worry about how much storage you have left. Never have to worry about battery life. Never have to worry about that. If this was stolen, you don't worry, because your main phone, which is where all your main data is.
That's right.
So we have a whole separate account just for this.
Oh, and it's so easy to transfer from phone to my PC.
That's true. I don't know why iPhone makes this so hard, but transferring big ass files, like, we have to use a third-party software to make that happen.
Yes, and I've lost a lot of content because of that, from my iPhone to my PC.
iPhone has so many problems. The newer phone's a little bit better because USB-C is faster, but nonetheless, it's still wicked slow. Google's transferring, plug it in, download it, there you go. So this is why it's worth getting this phone. If you're an influencer, the camera features, the software around the camera features, the ease of use, and just having that as your permanent extra camera, worth it. So super light. I would throw it up and down, but it's so brand new, and I don't have my case on it yet, so don't.